Namaste, Jai Bharat. Mangoes are called Phalon ki Raja, king of all fruits. At least we call so. And this geopolitics, you may think, what's the connection between geopolitics and mango? Geopolitics is connected to every damn thing. So geopolitics takes all kinds of shapes, all kinds of turns, all kinds of twists at the hands of twisted people. Twisted people's twisted arms. So Bharat is one of the biggest exporters of mangoes to various places. We have varieties of mangoes. Some we get really varieties of mangoes depending upon the terrain in our nation, from south, west, east, and also north. But mostly east, west, and south, we produce varieties of mangoes with all kinds of names, which are popular and very wanted by many people in many places. And we have large exports of mangoes. Now, who's bugged enough to create a story that the mangoes exported from Bharat are not safe to consume? And this jump was from the US, that the mangoes are unsafe because they have got some toxic insects living in it and not properly packed, etc. This statement came, there was some movement, but then Bharat is become Hindus more, so Hindus don't lie down and take things. There's no question of ahimsa, as you understand. As you understand ahimsa, as you understand, but our ahimsa is dharma ahimsa tathaivacha. Our ahimsa is when we are not attacked. When we are attacked, our ahimsa is to counter-attack, and not just simply reaction, but give it back. Give it back in a decent way, of course. That we have seen with Pakistan. We are given in a decent way. No talks, no loud mouth, no narratives. Just do our job. Precisely this has happened when the mango story revealed that mangoes are unsafe to consume. So our people, they swung into action. First, took out the mangoes, tested, then cleared the process of packing, demonstrated to the world who wants to buy mangoes, and then shown one thing very interesting. The kind of insects which you accused of having within our mangoes do not exist in Bharat. That's very interesting. They invented an insect's name. They means whosoever it is. Could be deep state, could be the terrorist organizations, could be anyone else, but in effect, they all work in tandem, hand in hand. So that particular insect which they were talking about does not exist in Bharat, so the thing is closed. They don't exist there, so they just can't come. If you want them to be in the mangoes, create them there wherever you take these mangoes and put them and then show that they are here. That's the only way you have. So that's done. First of all, then we of course did. We looked into or investigated into the entire processing of mango, right from their procurement from the farms till packing and export stage, and found that everything is intact and perfectly in order. We already have checks and balances to do that. And after doing that, we invited those who made accusations to come here in Bharat and find out. They came and they had to agree that there's nothing wrong. All these allegations are false, fabricated, baseless. Now they are at the edge of apologizing. We don't need apologies. Just buy the mangoes and go. We don't need apologies. We understand that this is fabrications by whosoever it is. But there are people who would like to defame us. Okay, let them go on doing it. We would give it back in their own coin. So now those who cooked up this story had to say that yes, the mangoes are not bad. They're perfectly in order, perfectly in shape, so we start buying it. That's this mango story. Let me call this mango geopolitics or mango diplomacy or mango whatever. Whatever it is, this season for mangoes for us in Bharat, and that is really excellent to consume. And we have a problem. Sometimes I have a personal problem that when you take mangoes, you can't control yourself, so you may consume more, and that check and balance has to be made. These are the problem. Some problems with personally that you start eating, you don't realize that you have eaten more, because mangoes are so attractive, and of course we enjoy taking mangoes, and even jackfruits. Jackfruits is another variety. So this fruit diplomacy is all there. So it's not only the case that missiles, it's not only the case that gunpowder is on fire, it's not only the case that flying elements, projectiles, etc. It can also go into the studies of mangoes and exports and bananas, and anything is possible with geopolitics. Things have come to that extent now. Of course, one has to show that you are wrong when you do such things. In the past, we used to keep quiet, become very sober. Passivity, such passivities does not exist in Hindu Dharma. We were deviated much from the core of Hindu Dharma to more towards that projected peace. Peace doesn't mean that you suffer for others. Peace means that you are not creating problem for others. We don't disturb the nature. Shanti mantras always say that. We don't disturb the nature. Actually, we coexist with the nature. That's where the Upanishadic epistemology that teaches us to coexist with the multiple and plural, the nature itself. So we don't create disturbances in any kind of balance. But then when we are disturbed, we'll have to recreate the balance. So then we'll disturb some other people. That's precisely what's happening. So we shall meet again with some other thought. Till then, Namaste, Jai Bharat, Jai Sierra.